So every once in a while I come across something in a video game that makes me go, man, this is so cool. I hope other people will use this. And this, today folks, is one of those very things. Today, I'm going to show you all how to use Blunderbus jumping, or what I like to call blunder jumping, here in Nightingale. Blunder jumping is made possible by the ability of the Blunderbus called Unbraced Blast. This gives you a large amount of knockback while doing a small radius of damage in front of you. You can use this knockback for so many things here in the game though, it's really cool. From traversal to fast movement to a literal eject button when you're getting ganged up on. It's also very easy to pull off, so you won't need any tricky timing or anything like that. All you need is a blunderbuss and a little bit of know-how on when and how to use this ability. The short and simple of this is to use Unbraced Blast to give yourself a boost of momentum, either upward or forward, by aiming behind yourself and firing. If you get a small run into it, you can get even more momentum, and you can also dodge in the air after using this, provided you have enough time to. When you want to go forwards, you just simply aim behind yourself, then spin back to the direction you'd like to face, and when going upwards, you aim behind yourself and downward and fire, and then again turn back to where you're planning to go. You can use this in common travel to get up to high rocks, and then give yourself a boost of height to fly even further. And you can fly pretty dang far with this technique. From a good vantage point, you could travel halfway across the map in a low gravity miner realm. So now for when to use this technique. With combat, again, this is very useful for getting to a vantage point if you're being pursued by enemies, and if you time things right, you could catch some enemies with the blast while you get to a safe point to heal, or continue thinning enemies down. You can also use the knockback to play the ultimate game of keep away. In a game with no defense stat, being evasive and defensive is usually a good call in extreme realms. Enemies can be pretty aggressive in the higher difficulties. I'm sure many of you in the late game have run into the murder hippos of the swamp realms, and this is a great option for fighting these fast and strong enemies. My build has crazy movement speed, and Garfin still keeps me on my toes. And in the future, who knows what kind of fun and difficult enemies and realms the game will add. Having a skill like this in your back pocket could be a huge help when we eventually, hopefully, get to those points. And I cannot understate how perfect this is for taking out groups of enemies, or again, as a sort of eject button when things get crazy. Then for traversal, in normal gravity realms, this is great for moving along the map quickly, though you will have to keep in mind that you'll be aggroing everything in the realm that you go past due to the loud debuff, but you'll be likely moving quick enough that these things won't catch you. Ammo isn't an issue because it's made literally from sticks and rocks, so you can mass produce ammo and use the Blunderbus solely for traversal if you so choose. Add a ton of movement speed to it and maybe some stamina regeneration, and you have a blunderbuss fit for exploration. And just like in low grav realms, if you get to a high enough vantage point, the added height of the blunder jump lets you travel extremely far distances. You sadly can't use it too effectively when you're falling, but everything's gotta have some limitations. Either way, it's a great method of exploration, keeping things fun and speeding them up in the process. So let me know, is this something you think you'll use in the game? Is this maybe not your style of gameplay, or is this something that opens up the game for you? I want to know in the comments down below. But for now, thank you for watching. Maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss fun tutorials like this along the way for Nightingale. But either way, I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.